Ich sitze hier mit Onslaught, beziehungsweise mit zwei Mitgliedern von Onslaught aus England. Und die werden gleich hier auf dem NOAF spielen. So, welcome to the NOAF.
Thank you. Thank you.
You grounded Onslaught in the 80s.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the 80s and ended up in 1991.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then you had a reunion since 2005.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between your time in the 80s and now?
There's quite a lot, I guess. Fairly different lineup of the band, which I think is probably the best lineup the band's ever had. I feel we've probably made our strongest music since we've come back. Released 3 albums, and everything feels really good, you know. It feels, I'm enjoying it much more than I did first time around, and it's really cool.
So what's the difference between the music in the 80s and your music now?
I think it's far more aggressive, a lot darker, and I think just overall more is, the songs are better written. I think I've grown as a songwriter, I feel, and as I said, we've got some great musicians in the band now, and it allows us to do a lot more within the Onslaught music. I think we're a far more technical band now. We've kind of got no limits to what we can do. We're just trying to make the most aggressive, heavy music we can.
But you also played some old stuff on stage, I guess mostly from the Power from Hell.
Yeah, I mean we play stuff from all 6 albums. I mean we've got a good spectrum of albums, and fans still want to hear the old stuff from Power from Hell, The Force, In Search of Sanity. So we play, basically, I guess, on a full set we play 2 or 3 tracks from each album, you know, just keep everybody happy. We don't play all new stuff, just as variable as possible.
You have right now a new album, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you tell us something about it?
Yes, this is our 6th album, entitled 6. Released September 2013. And definitely, I mean, the reviews that we've got from the press and the fans on the album has been amazing. A lot of people saying it's the best album that Onslaught have ever made, which is fantastic for us to be able to say that on our 6th album after 30 years in the business, that we actually make our best album now. And it's selling great, and the response from everybody has been fantastic.
Yeah, you said it, 30 years in business, so did the business change?
Yeah, unfortunately not for the best, I think, because of obviously like the situation with the downloading and stuff. Bands just don't sell the albums what we used to, so we have to make our money from live work now, and it's still not enough to survive. It's hard to be a full-time professional band, so we still got to hold down other jobs as well as Onslaught, you know. And it's tough, but we get out there as much as we can. We're a really hard touring band, and we try to play as many shows every year as possible to try and promote the albums that we've got out, you know.
Is it hard on tour, or do you have lots of fun?
Yes.
Both.
Both, yeah, both, definitely, yeah. It's fun, we enjoy touring. I think it's, live I think is one of the things that we do best. But yes, it's hard to, but it's fun, it's what we do, so it's good. Yeah, of course we enjoy it.
Would you say you're more a live band or a more a studio band?
Yes.
Also both.
Yeah, exactly. As Nigel was saying earlier, I think studio-wise, we enjoy that. You don't get obviously the adrenaline, the fun, the buzz that you get from playing live, but once the record's finished or abandoned, because you never really finish a record, I don't think, you get a great sense of accomplishment. So
when do you play your song? When do you wrote your new songs on road, on tour, or more than at home?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Oh, do you prefer to write your songs on tour or at home?
It's not really possible. Not the way we work. I mean, I gather a lot of ideas. We discuss things when we're on the road, and ideas come out, and I'll log them in my phone or whatever, write them down. And but
I think with that, we've always set off with intentions on longer tours, of intentions of, you know, getting something written and doing something, but we've always ended up just being way too drunk to do anything.
Okay.
We actually used to take amps with us to kind of write when we were away, but they just stayed in the back of the van and never came out. So it was a pointless exercise. So no, we write in the studio basically.
Okay.
Basically, we demo everything every step of the way, and it's the most productive way we find working. So I don't think being on the road is very conducive to writing music personally, because it's just too many distractions.
Okay. So, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
Do you want to say something to your fans?
I'd just like to say massive thank you to everyone for supporting the band through our career, continuing to support the band now, and coming out to see us and buying merch and buying albums. Thank you very much. We can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Okay.
I couldn't put that back myself.